Welcome to this short video series about Choreo. Before we dive into Choreo, I want to take a minute and explain what Choreo is. Choreo is what we call an internal developer platform. Well, what does that mean? So if you look at the Choreo website, I mean, if you scroll down, you get this picture where there's, as a developer, you bring in your code, and then Choreo will help you to build your code, deploy, test, manage, run, and then observe your code. And if you look at the typical developer workflow, you are working on some code, and then ultimately, what do you want to do is deploy into a server so that some users can use your code or your application. So when I started developing web applications, now almost 20 years ago, I wrote some code, and then I would SCP my code to a server, and the server usually ran what we call the LAMP stack: Linux, Apache, MySQL, and PHP, and then that's it. And then the application is running on the server, and then now the users can start using it. So when the application and the users grow, I had to add more servers. Then I figured out this. Okay, I can now, instead of doing SCP to each and every server, I could just copy uh, my code to a directory on my local machine, and then configure like a rsync process to copy the code to all of these servers. And then when you grow as a company, as the infrastructure, the services that you use, then the things that you have to do become more complex. And usually this is outsourced into what you call an operations team. And operations team's responsibility is, of course, once the developers develop the code, get that code and then create and maintain runtimes, create and maintain different environments, figure out how to do a CI/CD, which products to use, what the pipelines should look like, and what additional operations, compliance, and other processes should be part of the pipeline, and also figure out how to do security operations, because security is one of the critical aspects today when you are maintaining server infrastructure. And of course, do version management, how to do how to roll out different versions to productions and production servers, and then maintain different versions across different environments. And then, of course, identify how these services and applications are being used through observability, logs, and analytics, and maybe figure out a way to do developer self-service process, offload certain tasks to the developers themselves to create things like the databases, and so on. But this process is not as simple as you think, because when you're managing lots of infrastructure, when you want to give these features to the developers, you or the operations teams now responsible of maintaining everything. But if you are a small shop or a startup who is starting out, then you as a developers will take some of these responsibilities as well. So this is the problem that Choreo tries to solve. So in this world, in Choreo world, Choreo will take care of all the infrastructure management and operations on behalf of the developers. You only have to bring in your code, and then Choreo will automate all the rest of it. In a way, Choreo kind of commoditize platform engineering best practices for everyone, regardless of you are a big company, a small business, or a couple of developers trying to create the next big next Facebook. So that's a brief intro about Choreo and why Choreo and what's the problem Choreo tries to solve. See you in the next video.